we're here at Shoe Healer. We're at Shoe Healer in Doncaster. Customer's just been in with the shoes that he's had repaired at a big national chain of repairers, beginning with D. And this heel's come off here. You can see where it's had, can you see, zoom in there, where it's had some staples in. I don't know what good the staples were going to go, because they were just going into this soft material. But what's happened here, whoever's repaired these has bonded this heel on, but underneath the heel, look at that, all the honeycomb in there is all broken up. Okay, see how that's all, so there's no structure, because that just pushes straight through to the inside of the shoe. Look in there, you see, and there's a shank. Can you see the shank there? And then the, now drown that all with glue and that will all go back together in there. And this honeycomb though has got no support in it. So what's happened is the heel's been bonded on, the gentleman's walked on it, and because there's no support, it's pushed and pushed, and the glue has broke away, and the heel's come off, and it's never going to make a successful repair. Is the shoe knackered? Well, no, not really. What we can do is we can take our knife and we can remove, cut down here, look down here, can you see that? Cut these out, and if there's any young repairers watching, this is what you have to do. It doesn't take long. Take those out, and we're taking out all of this honeycomb that's collapsed in the middle. You wouldn't get poorly doing this job, would you?
Oh, no.
No, leather heel stack, no. These are real shoes. These are shoes that are out there, and they don't have to go in the bin just yet. So we've got rid of all that mush that was in there that had collapsed. Now at one time that was really solid, and it would have held that all nicely together. Look, we can see the shank and all this insole and everything's loose, but we'll just drown it all with glue inside there, bring this back together. What we've got to stop happening is when the heel's on, it all crushing down when he walks on it. So we'll take the heel. We've got some lovely lightweight sports car just going past there. Lovely lightweight micro rubber, soft rubber, little bit of give in it, and we'll just, doesn't have to be exact, just like that, like that, oh, around there. Right, okay, so what I'll do is I will trim this down on the machine so it fits in there beautifully, glue that in, level it off. All the support will be on that soft piece of rubber now. We'll check the other one out as well and make sure that's good, and then bond the heel back on. Okay, couldn't get anybody to do the video, so I've done it myself. That's got the piece in there, look, all glued in, absolutely solid. It's a lovely soft, I can dig my nail into it, but it's solid as in the structure of it's solid. We've got rid of all that, I call it honeycomb, but it's honeycomb on some shoes. On this shoe it was like a grid, but it just folds up and collapses over time. That there is exactly the same micro foam soft rubber material, same thickness. So that red one looked like this white one. They're only offcuts and no one's going to see them. So that now is stuck in there, absolutely solid, sealed it up all the way around. So I'm now going to machine that off the top and put his old heels back on, because the heels weren't worn at all. So we'll just bob those back on, and that's a shoe kept together. Okay? No, don't swear, and don't point your knife at me.
Nobody else
Look,
buys it an air fryer, or buys it a heat gun, or a drill.
There's shit all over it in this shop.
Your
shit.
Yeah.
Amazon have got a parking spot outside for you, haven't they?
Every, believe it or not.
Oh, is it every? How do you get deliveries by everys in Doncaster town centre when they don't like? Anyway, I can't waste my time talking to you. I've got work to do. I've got these shoes to sort out here. Look, so we switch the heater on.
You've got sleeves to shorten. You've got signs to put up.
Signs to put up, sleeves to. I know. Why do you buy a jacket with sleeves that are too long?
Because I forgot that I put in description that we're an orangutan.
You're right, so we have Paul's jacket, motorbike jacket sleeves to shorten. We've got Mick's shoes here. That'll be in the next video. Can't talk about that one there though. Anyway, that's the insole's ready to go in. And we have a go. Well, what can happen here is you put a shoe under the heater and you forget about it, and when you come back to it half an hour later, it's goosed. Anyway, we'll get that warm and then get it put on. These here, got them warm. Get them lined up best we can, because these are the chap's old heels being refitted.
Overheating that, is it?
No, it's not. The chap's old heels being refitted on there. These have been primed and glued under the heat activator. So the glue goes off and then we reactivate the heat to make it sticky. I won't put this in the press because the press might just goose it all up. And people will say, why arse about with such old shoes and such? Because the chap likes them. You know, we gave him a price to do the repair, to put them right. And he said, yeah, great. Now, you know, some people would say, no, I wouldn't pay that on a pair of the... But he likes the shoes, you know. I did actually say to him, go back, complain, get your money back for that repair. Yeah, I know.
It just smells warm.
Does smell warm because this heat gun over this side of them, which is the one I use, doesn't get used very much because I don't do the repairs. Paul does. His over that side doesn't smell because it gets used every day. It's just the dust that collects on him. Look at these lovely, lovely trickies waiting to be done. I'm going to do a little video on those. Look what's happened there. Look, lovely, lovely shoes. Look at this here. Is this acid rain in them? Cordovan and a bit of acid rain on there. And so what are you going to do about that? Do you know, this is something we don't get involved with a lot of, you know, trying to sort out problems with the uppers. You can spend all day buggering about with them and they don't look any better. So better that you go online yourself, you customers, and you sort out the uppers. You can do that. You can find out. You can be experts on it. We can't make a living cleaning shoes. Anyway, this is the next one. Turn that off. This is nice and warm. So the glue's been put on. The glue has dried. And then the glue has been heated up. And we just put that back on there. Press that down, machine it round, and it'll be done. Okay, that's the end of that video. We don't need any more pictures of these done. It was just a quick video to show you that shoes like these, older shoes, and Skechers, you know, want to be expensive, but they can be repaired if you want them. Don't shake your head. They can be. Paul doesn't like doing them, but they can be done. Maybe not by us, maybe by your own repairer. But don't give up on your shoes. I thought this video was done. I've just thought I'll give these a quick polish up for the chap. He seemed like a nice chap, and but I didn't serve him. I saw him in the shop. I had a quick word with him, and my thing to him was, you know, go back and get your money back. And I've just said it to my missus. You know, I can't believe why he didn't go back with them. And she said he did. He told her that he did go back. He's been back 6 times with them, and the heels kept coming off. And finally, they'd put staples in them and stapled them on. And one of the heels that we showed you in the video had been stapled on. But it was never going to do any good because the staples would just pull into the rubber and pull straight out again. So this chap apparently had them back 6 times to get them to stay on right. Now, that does sound right, because one of the heels, when the chap came in, the one that had been stapled on, was loose. The other one, when I went to get it off, it should have warmed up and under the activator cabinet, warmed up and peeled off nicely. But it took forever to get it off, and I had to get the knife in and cut it, and it was all crispy and everything. It had actually been super glued on. And super glue is no good. Well, it kept it on, I suppose. It is good, but it's not the correct glue for this. The problem is, it's plastic, but it's a thermoplastic, so it needs a primer. If you're just using plastic glue, it just peels off straight away. You've got to prime it first, which of course we've done. But this poor chap, his name's Keith, had them back, and we will say, to Timson's, the one at Sainsbury's, outside Sainsbury's in Doncaster, Edenthorpe, was it? Yeah. And 6 times the poor bugger had been back with them, with the heels that kept coming off, and finally brought them to us to get them done right. What a shame. Be careful where you take your shoes.